Huh? And okay.
I had a dream I ran away. Or at least I thought I did. My brain doesn't work the way normal brains are supposed to. It's a little different. Anyway, it didn't feel like a dream. It felt real. Like, realer than even real life is sometimes. The trees were prickly, and the light and the plants and the smell of the dirt. It was all like it was really there.
Where were you, Ziggy?
In the woods. Or a forest. And I walked around for a long, long time without finding anyone. No birds, no chirping even. No animals at all. Actually, at first I thought I was alone. But I wasn't. There were monsters.
Were you afraid?
Yes.
Did you run?
No.
What happened?
I was saved. By a woman. She was amazing. Spectacular. Ferocious. Like an animal. And after she killed it, she talked to me. And she said, "I am the destroyer and killer of beasts." I said, "Oh, cool." She asked me, "What are you doing in the woods?" And I said, "I don't know, but it's not quite as of a nice place as I thought it was." "Yes, that's because of the monsters," she said. "They will always be there. And you have to always kill them before they kill you. That's the way it works." And then she gave me something. Her bow and arrows. And I looked up to say, "I don't think I want to kill anything." But she was gone. And so I kept walking. And the woods were still very quiet. Still no birds, no animals, just me.
And the monsters?
I think they were always there, even though I couldn't see them. I felt them watching, like out of the corner of my eye. Like when you think you maybe saw something move, but nothing is there.
And were you afraid?
Yes.
Well, what did you do?
I can't remember. I don't remember everything that happened, but I remember the lost kids. They were hidden, and then together, they all jumped out, and they had bows like me, and some had swords, and knives, and sticks, and rocks.
And were you afraid now?
Well, no, I wasn't actually, but one of them asked, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Ziggy." And he said, "Huh, I like that name. Would you maybe want to come run with us?" And I said, "Run with you?" And they all said, "Yes."
And then?
Then we ran. And it was the first time I ran not away from something. Through the trees, and over the streams, and under the leaves. I smelt it all, and felt it. The wind rushed past, and I didn't even care. And we ran faster than I have ever ran before. And the lost kids took me to see a very wise man. And when he saw me, he smiled. And he hugged me. And he said, "Ziggy, there are people in these woods that you can trust, and people that you cannot." And I asked him, "How can you tell the difference?" And he said, "Well, when all is said and done, you have to trust yourself. You are the only one who can decide what the universe tells you is important. But it has to do with what you see with your eyes and hear with your ears, what you touch and taste, and most importantly, what you feel in here, in your heart, and in your mind." And I was confused. And he gave me another hug. And then we had a party. And we laughed, and danced, and sung, and burned things, and spit, and fought, and painted ourselves. And I felt something else. I felt like they were friends. And I don't know if I have honestly ever had one before. And we all fell asleep.
And that's the end?
No, not the end. Because in the morning, she was there waiting. And the tribe was against her. And they did not like her. And she hated them. And she said, "Ziggy, come over here. I will protect you." And I kind of wanted to go with her because she saved my life. But I kind of also didn't. Because I kind of wanted to stay with the lost kids and the sweet old man. I wanted to run with them again. And the monsters were coming.
And what did you do?
I left. I walked away. And I went back into the woods. And pretty soon, everything was quiet again. Like before. But it didn't smell like rain. And then I saw someone, a pirate. And I said, "Hello." And he said, "Hello." And we walked together for a while. And he told me, as I traveled through these woods, I'm usually a villain. Let's just bury the hatchet for now. And I said, "Oh, well, that's good. I honestly shouldn't be walking around with a villain." And he said, "Yeah, it's kinda true. Everyone says that." And we walked together for a while, and he told me about his quests and adventures. And then he asked me about my adventures. So I told him so far what had happened. And he said, "Wow." And I said, "Yeah, sometimes it is weird. My brain doesn't work like other people's brains. My parents used to tell me it was broken until they learned that using negative words like that weren't part of a correct vocabulary to facilitate an environment of unbiased self-acceptance." The pirate said, "I get it. It's about how you look at it, right? People think of me as the villain, but in my story, I'm the hero." And it was something in what he said that felt like he gave me part of an answer. And we parted ways, and I kept walking. And then I met someone else.
Hi, Ziggy. Come sit down. It seems like maybe something is troubling you.
Yeah, there kind of is something, for some reason, seems like I have to pick a side. Truthfully, I don't really want to. And honestly, I don't even know if this is all even real. I still feel like I might be dreaming.
It's kind of a tricky one. But maybe it's not real. I don't know. Maybe it's allegorical. And all the characters are just weird random manifestations of different parts of your inner psyche. And the choice that you're trying to make represents the struggles that you're going through right now. Or maybe it actually is all real. And maybe you are physically in the woods and this is all actual reality that somehow exists in the concrete universe. I don't know. But it seems like maybe the question is, what's important? If it's real or not, or if at the end of this story, it won't matter so much that everything makes sense, but you feel what you're supposed to feel. And maybe it's all intentionally discordant, undefined, and intended to be strange. And maybe everything doesn't even necessarily need to have a solid symbolic correlation. Because maybe your brain doesn't work like that. And maybe that's what this has all been about. To start to see what's happening in there. Which is a place very few people can or will ever understand. And maybe that's the most important part. Not what everything means, not understanding everything about your brain and heart, but just using them.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Also, this whole conversation wasn't even in the first draft, so you're doing really, really good. But, let's keep going. And when I got back,
the lost kids and the woman and the monsters were about to fight. All of them. With knives, bows, claws, and teeth.
And then?
I used my brain. And my heart. And then we all ran. Together. And then we all ran. Together. Happy ending.
It is. Cool. So,
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
yeah, that was the whole, it's not that long.
Oh, 20 minutes of recording. Well,
Which, with our breaks and
yeah.
So do we want to just go again for the whole thing?
Cut this.
Okay.